I'm Daniel.
I'm Jay-Z.
This is Just My DIY.
We are continuing to test the attachments for our StarCraft 8-in-1 Swing Away Heat Press, and today's video focuses on plates.
Now, Rhodey has nothing to do with plates and the pressing of them whatsoever, but he said he was super excited to see us trying to press our plates for the first time.
We learned quite a bit as we pressed these two plates. We're going to share all of our tips and tricks with you right now. So the StarCraft heat press comes with two different plate presses, one that's around 6 inches in diameter and one that's just under 5 inches in diameter.
We're going to go ahead and switch out the heating elements, have the machine unplugged while we do this, loosen the two wing nuts, slide out the old piece, slide in the new, and retighten the wing nuts. We're going to go ahead and set some tension for a couple of test presses we're going to do.
And then once everything's set, plug it in on the side. So for our test presses, we are actually going to just press onto some fabric because it's cheaper. What we're trying to achieve here is to really understand how much of this plate press gets or provides direct heat. A lot of times these things aren't going to heat all the way to the edge, so we're trying to figure out what size our designs can actually be with these.
So we're using a piece of polyester spandex cloth with a design that should be the real size of the press. And then we're setting it up to sublimate that. The next couple layers of butcher paper. Setting the timing for 60 seconds at 390 degrees. And when we're there,
we press it.
Time's up.
Now. And we see we got a nice press there. There's about a 1/4 inch or so on the edges that's not getting the full heat, about what we expected. So good to know that we'll need to take about a 1/2 inch off the design from the diameter of this.
Correct. Now we're switching out the heat plates. Same process, loosen wing nuts, remove, replace, tighten wing nuts, and test the design again.
But something interesting happened with this, and we decided to leave this in the video because it's very important to test all of your attachments whenever you get one of these multi-function heat presses. Test everything as soon as you can just to make sure if there are any problems you can easily resolve them within the time periods that you have. This one actually wouldn't quite heat up. This is a smaller plate press. It was not heating up. We tried jiggling some wires and seeing if we could get it going, and it took a few attempts before it actually heated all the way up. Once it did, we gave it a press and then discovered
it wanted to wink at us.
That's right. Only half of that plate press actually heated, so we reached out to the place where we bought it, Brilliant Vinyl, and got a replacement sent to us. A few days later, we tested it again.
And this time, it didn't wink.
Thank goodness. So same thing with the bigger press. This one seemed to fade a little more along the edges, so maybe closer to like a 1/2 inch. So we decided to do our first design on a plate to be a little bit smaller, and then we do try a larger design. We'll show you how those turn out.
This is from JP Plus, right?
Johnson Plastics Plus, yes.
Nice.
We'll include links to everything we used, including these plates, down in the description.
So we get it up and we decide we need to reset the depth pressure finder.
We do need to reset the pressure on this because this plate obviously has quite a stance to it, and we're looking for a firm pressure but not trying to break the plate or anything.
Or the machine.
Very true. Johnson Plastics Plus says to go about 400 degrees for 150 seconds, so we're just getting our timer set up here.
And we're going to clean the plate with some alcohol. This is 99% pure rubbing alcohol. Do not drink it.
Good tip.
And once we clean that down, we're going to cut our butcher paper to size first.
We didn't want the butcher paper or the design wrinkling on the plate when it was being pressed. This was printed off using the StarCraft sublimation ink and paper. Just wanted to call that out for you guys. We love the way that this stuff performs. So we marked the outer edges of the design on the back of the paper before we taped it down. That way we know basically where to aim the plate press. Now, we are going to put 2 sheets of butcher paper on top of this. And we did discover the one hard part of pressing plates is aiming it correctly, like really knowing where that design is and making sure you're getting full coverage.
Like if you're good at darts or archery, you might be all right on this, but you know, neither of us are skilled in either of those. So we're just going to go ahead and like...
It just takes practice. I think it would take practice.
Where?
Yes. I got everything lined up. 150 seconds later. Lift it up. We like to peel our sublimations hot, so we go right in with a heat glove and pull it off. It actually sublimated really well.
Santa will be happy.
Yes. Now we did another one. These are both the same size plates, but we wanted to try a little bit larger of a design just to see how much we could really push the size. And we probably pushed it a little too much on this one, but all good. I still think it's cute, even with the ghosting on the C. And here are our plates that we have sublimated.
And there are the cookies for Santa. Well, most of them.
There are definitely a few things that we're going to have to tweak in our process of sublimating the plates, but for our first couple of attempts, I give us a solid 8 out of 10.
Solid. So if you give us a solid 8 out of 10, then feel free to like, subscribe, ring the bell. Of course, leave a comment and know that everything that we use to do this is listed down below. Except for Rhodey. He is not listed down below.
No, definitely not for sale. But also listed in the description are our social handles. Please connect with us across platforms and don't forget to check out our blog at justmydiy.com. Thanks for watching.